When the judiciary is diverse, it will reflect the diversity in America. The more that the judiciary reflects the American community, the greater credibility we will have. It's an honor for me to have the position I have. I felt all along that this was not something I was entitled to. This was a privilege. And I still feel that, having been on the bench now for nearly 24 years, it's a privilege. I grew up not feeling disadvantaged. So in Hawaii, the Asian population is very large. And in particular, my own heritage, I'm Japanese American, is very well represented in state and local government, and actually in our congressional delegation. Hawaii has lots of different Asian cultures, and there's a great deal of intermarriage in Hawaii among different groups. And so people in Hawaii become quite accustomed to celebrating each other's ethnic foods, ethnic traditions, and holidays. That is a big part of growing up in Hawaii. My father joined the Japanese American Army unit, the 442nd Regimental Combat Team. That was the most highly decorated unit of its size in American history. And the reason it was so highly decorated was that the members of that unit felt compelled to prove their patriotism. And so children of 442nd veterans like me grow up with a huge sense of pride. And I have not only pride in what my father did, but also my mother. My mother was a huge role model for me, and she stressed the importance of education. She herself had been a very successful student. But I will say there were other people that I really admired. One of them, who is now deceased, was one of Hawaii's congresswomen, Patsy Mink. Patsy Mink was one of the first women in Hawaii to become a lawyer. She was elected to Congress, and she was the first Asian woman in Congress. And she was a co-author of Title IX, which was aimed at bringing equity to women in education, and she's a huge role model for me. Some people know from a young age they want to have a legal career. That was not me. I wanted to do a literature-related career. So law was something I just sort of stumbled into, thinking all the while that if I ended up not liking it, I would go back to my original plan and probably become an academic. I think I wasn't really committed to a legal career until I was a practicing lawyer. And it was maybe a year or 2 years into practicing law that I knew, I love this. This is it for me. I also think it was the challenge of learning, especially when you're a young lawyer. Everything you do is new. It's a learning experience. And so I could feel myself getting better and better and learning more and more. And that was exciting to me. I had not expected to be the first Asian woman to get an Article III appointment, and that actually surprised me because I thought, surely by the 1990s, somebody must have been ahead of me. But once that happened, I became conscious that I was going to be a role model for many people. So for young people who might be looking either at legal careers or even at judicial careers, my advice is do not hold yourself back. Believe in yourself. Do not be so self-denigrating that you let opportunities pass you by thinking, well, somebody better than I am should surely take that opportunity.